people some very loud fireworks. Let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid, doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common, we just wanna have fun. Hey, what you wanna do? Think about to do it. Think about to do it. Do something crazy.
Down.
Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Bortles now on first down. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On first down, Rodgers. It's Hill, complete. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, we talked about him. They did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. Reminds me of what one great tight end told me once.
Draw. Hard to admit that I used to draw. Portraiture in a human form. Doodle of a two-headed unicorn. It was soothing. Moving his arm in a fusion of man-made tools and amused from beyond. Even if it went beautifully wrong, it was tangible truth for a youth to refuse to belong. No name nuisance. Who's in a bedroom? Who's in a brand new cuneiform? Barely commune with the horde. Got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Red zone into the web, but I'm not by. Unseen hand dragging his graphite. Cross contour, little bit of backlight. Black ink after a Bristol to baptize. You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get 3 dimensions stuffed in a 2. Then it's off to a school where it's all you get to. Being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a 2-bedroom doing menial jobs. Plus rhyming and stealing a bee in a clod. Distractions, freedom, a rod. I left some years.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. It was the Broncos who knocked the Patriots from the unbeatens last year. They're out for revenge as we're off on EA Sports. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And his first pass is incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And left side here, it's Graham. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league.
It's there on 1st.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Bortles to throw once more. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL. Timing's in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. And now with the play clock becoming an issue here, Gary Kubiak is going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Bortles. They set up the screen to Rawls. 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Thomas Rawls, 45 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Tyreek Hill on the return. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Glennon. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Greg Olsen was the intended target. And it's second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. A first carry now for Rex Burkhead. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Here we go. Over. Detroit. Here we go. Detroit. Green, 39.
Now Glennon. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
They're going to try and throw. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And Denver getting set to take the football. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would because
They look clueless.
and that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day, get the blocker away, and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
Calling a gain of 10, and they pick up the first. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Bortles going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Gary Kubiak will send in the field goal unit here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will make our score 9-0. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but
now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
and sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. from their own end zone. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Thomas rolls with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term
and the ball is knocked out. And Olsen over the middle. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. To throw, it's Bortles. Tries for Rice, intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, Dan, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Returnable here from the 38. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. First down, this is Rawls. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. In the slot on the right is Graham. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And he slings one that's incomplete. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He's got Ozzie Newsome. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his.
Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. And Graham's got it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle? I'd love to sit down at some point in our offseason and talk to these defensive coordinators in the red zone.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Ozzie Newsome, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3.
Well, we all know that the instinct is to fight for every possible yard and try and pick something up, but every now and then you've got to know when to turn off your instinct. Okay, in this situation, find a way to go down and save some yardage. I mean, quarterbacks do it all the time.
Emmanuel Sanders. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Emmanuel Sanders as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
Yeah, you heard it, right? You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, they can just tighten.
It's what they want to do, tighten down everything they're doing, and it maybe explode at the right time.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Bortles now to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And taken right on the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now Glennon. Room here to run. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll be first down, New England. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Hurry up, here we go.
Glennon. And this is going to be incomplete. Rex Burkhead, the intended receiver there. And now it's second down.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And caught left side, Olsen. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I wanna sit on private planes. I wanna scream my name on top of the Eiffel Tower. On the Eiffel Tower. I wanna hit that blackjack. I wanna take that money and run right here, right now. Right here, right now. But I won't take that train. I won't catch that flight if you're not on that plane. We ain't taking off tonight. Show in Tokyo, I wanna karaoke, bump it a little bit louder, a little bit louder. I wanna sing along with Elton John in a white limousine rolling right here, right now, right here, right now. But I won't take that train, I won't catch that flight if you're not on that plane. We ain't taking off tonight.
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Throwing, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And incomplete to open things up.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And as a defender, if you come with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that. But to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing now is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Throwing is Bortles. Going to Rawls on the dump-off. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs.
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Brown. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go now.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Rob Ninkovich in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. This is brought in at the 21. Oh, he's got some breathing room. David Johnson on his way. And all the way home for a Broncos score. David Johnson, 79 yards. Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Indianapolis. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down.
They are men, and they are giants.
Bass and stills in the building, flash the camera. I'ma drop the hammer. Things done changed the hip-hop, sizzle and Bobby out the slammer. Hip-hop start on the East Coast, and then move west down to Bama. I'ma bring it back to New York, hold on, then throw your hands up. Pass me a cup of in the club with the juice in the get bent out. Then I'ma slide with it to my ride and head up to my penthouse. Oh, I'm not trying to take it slow, working hard, caking dough. Open up 24, we striving for that goal. I'll stop for nothing, I will play this game that's so easily started, not so easily parted. Giants, everything is shaking through the walls. We are giants, heart of David, you know it takes just one. It's time. CNN, this is ghetto editorial. See me like milk and Oreos. Dipped inside the audio, platinum plaques in my portfolio. My lines are honest, they blow your mind like you could do what you wanna do, whether group or solo. Boston cold with a bowl of chili, summer cheesesteak on the roll in Philly. I'm a patriot, don't do a hatred. If you make that beef, I'll smack you silly. Back on up on this, before you with this, you better walk up and off the building of this. Oh, got the heat up the show, face up the thermometer. I'm gonna take full control.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing on first down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Fletcher Cox with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Now Bortles throwing on second down. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there.
Tries for Rice, intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now it's Miller. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Here we go.
So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain. Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
So 2nd and goal here from the 9. Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Browns getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan. And
no, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ozzie Newsome, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They come out here in the eye. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
The Hall of Famer Jack Youngblood there on the stop.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They're going to try and throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. On the catch, it's Andre Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, throwing on the run, and picking up a first down.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Direct snap this time. Miller. And that formation won't yield much here as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's complete over the middle to Clark. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Back to throw here. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes,
and for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself. And, well, that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Setting up the screen for Miller. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, and then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Flush to his right and avoids the contact by sliding. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So an entertaining first half, and now we have hit the 2-minute warning. They keep it with Miller on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, here's Miller. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
Flex round! Flex round!
Out of the gun now on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a fourth down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Come on, let's go!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! White 90! Here we go! White 938!
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have taken the... Tucker now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. In the slot on the right is Graham. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Browns a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, Bortles. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jimmy Graham as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now out comes Houston. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
Let's go!
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Second down following the incompletion.
Come on, let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. That's strong running. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Come on, let's go!
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Bailey able to knock it through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And now out comes Houston. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. Andre Johnson, 76 yards. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And they're going to speed things up here. From the gun on third down, Bortles. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Bortles now on first down. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. A gain of 6 there on first.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They run with a power back. Rawls. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And quickly they get to the line.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
To throw, it's Bortles. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. On play action, now Bortles. And that is incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And this game is tied again here in the 3rd. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but at least it does draw them back level.
And that has to be job one. A touchdown certainly would have been nice. But here, you get back on even terms. And now you get the rest of the second half to try and get yourselves in front.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now a handoff to Miller. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Looking for Clark. He's got him complete. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. And on 3rd down, Dallas Clark, he's a bread-and-butter guy, and he shows you why there.
I've always liked bread and butter. Always.
Who doesn't like
bread and butter? That's why I love that description.
Yeah.
I love that description, though, because that's what you want to go to, right? Something that feels good, makes plays for you. Dallas Clark did that all the time, didn't matter the situation.
Miller, the lone setback. He'll get the football here. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So 3rd and inches, trying to pick it up the middle. He had nowhere to go, tackled for a loss.
And you know how we talk about double A-gap pressure? Meaning linebackers going in the gap between the center and the guard on either side. Well, it's not.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Bortles to throw on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And now out comes Houston.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They find some open field here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Again, it's Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wondered if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. The veteran Andre Johnson the target on that one. And it's 4th down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
On 2nd down, Rawls. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
They give it to Rawls. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. They'll hand to Rawls. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Back to throw, Bortles. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now Bortles thinking twice about their offensive setup. He's going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. A good effort there from distance, but he might have needed a little more help from the air conditioning behind him on that one.
It probably would have helped. This is awfully close to getting there. It was right on target, but it winds up being just a little bit short.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it'll give the Texans a 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll drop the throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
In the red zone this time. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Underneath for Miller. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they've just likely won this thing in regulation. So they do get it across for the game-winning touchdown, barring, of course, something crazy happening on the kickoff.
So if we take the crazy out of it, that's the way you close the game out.
Now another shot here at the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to
Game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, Charles, there's an old saying, don't let a loss beat you twice.
You're exactly right about that, Brandon. When you look at it and all of your preparation went into winning this week, now you have to absorb a loss and find a way to shake it off.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
Can I get a witness in the darkness? 'Cause there ain't no love at all to be found. Feeling like a freight train, trying to break chains. Everybody needs somebody, no doubt. Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my